If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
What is going on, everyone? Sorry for the delay. We had some technical difficulties, but we are on. Welcome back to another episode of SithCast Podcast, a Star Wars podcast where we pretty much talk anything, everything Star Wars. I'm your host, PJ the Paradox Nerd, along with, Sean's not here tonight. He'll be back in a couple weeks. He's got a lot of stuff that he has to deal with outside of the SithCast Star Wars world. So we definitely will miss him tonight. But we got my other co-host joining me tonight, and that is Nilda, aka the Sith Queen. Nilda,
what's up?
What's going on? And we got a bunch of awesome guests tonight. We have the Sith Holocron himself, BMX Jedi.
What's up?
We got Thor, aka the Dark Lord himself.
Yeah, the Empire need to invest in some new Wi-Fi and shit.
Now you're good, man. You actually sound really good.
Oh, thanks. You want some Sith holocrons, huh?
Uh-oh. What you got? What you got?
Oh, he's got him.
You guys show us a blunt? No, I'm just kidding. Because sometimes I call that my Sith holocron.
Oh, there you go. There's Sith
Oh,
holocron.
yeah.
It's so shiny.
Yeah, it's Vader's holocron.
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, if you look closely in Anthony's eyes, that's actually how his eyes are. It's just a Sith holocron. Yeah. Also, we got a special guest tonight. We got the Todd father himself, Todd 1001, aka Specfictionshop.com, one of our sponsors for our podcast. Todd, finally got you to come on. We finally made this happen. It's a long time coming. Number one, thank you for all your support throughout the years. Todd's a great guy. He's an awesome person, and I'm glad to have him on and talk Star Wars, man. What's going on, Todd?
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. That intro was amazing, by the way. That's really well done. Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Oh, yeah, really? Oh, yeah.
So congrats on that. No, yeah, it's great being here. Good meeting all the new people that I've never met before. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah.
Yeah. So we got a lot of things to talk about. And by the way, there is a guy who's going to be a little late, and we're going to bust his balls for being late. Dom, aka Cannoli Crusader. So as soon as he comes on, we're gonna hound him that since he's late, he has to buy something huge from Specfictionshop.com, or else we're kicking his ass.
I think he already did.
He buys enough. It's okay.
Yeah, so Dom's gonna come on the show, and Dom, I wish Sean was here, but we're definitely gonna have a what if scenario. And the what if question for tonight is, what if Obi-Wan didn't have the high ground against Anakin?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. So
that's a big what if.
Yeah, that is a big what if. So we're definitely going to talk about that in a bit. But before, let's just address the chat, and then we'll get on with the show. We got Darth Kenobi in the house. What's up, Darth? We got Jason, aka J2SO. We got Spec himself in the house. We got Trooping Robin. What's up, Robin? Who dropped out? Anthony dropped out. It's been a weird night tonight. I don't know what's going on. It's been a lot of technical difficulties. All right, he's back.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, let's get on with the show real quick, and let's get to know. We pretty much know everyone: Nilda, Thor, Anthony, and we know anything, everything about their fanhood for Star Wars. We got to get to know Todd and his top 3 Star Wars movies of all time.
Just
Todd?
any Star Wars.
It doesn't have to be in any type of order, but your top 3 Star Wars movies of all time.
Okay. I'll say Empire. I'll say Rogue One.
Ooh.
And I guess I'll say
The third one's always a good
A
one.
New Hope. A New Hope.
A New Hope. Okay.
Those are my favorite threes. Yeah, those are my three favorites.
Okay,
Rogue One could be my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. Which I don't know. Maybe that's controversial. I don't know.
No, it's been creeping up. It's been seriously. I've seen it go from number 5 to number 3 to number 2. It's really seriously creeping up there, and I think as time goes on, it gets like it's just like wine, gets better, you know. So,
I rewatched it recently, and I was like, "Damn, it's good."
Yeah.
I also rewatched Solo, which I remember like I didn't hate it, but I didn't like love it. But I liked it a lot more the second time I watched it.
Solo is amazing.
Yeah, I don't think it.
Yeah. I need to watch that again.
I think me and Thor said it a while back. We
Solo's
just think
amazing.
that Solo was amazing. It just came out at the wrong time.
100.
Yeah.
What was it? It was Marvel.
The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi.
No,
it was post last year.
Oh.
It was no, but I'm saying when it came out, it was around the same time frame that I think it was Endgame
and
was
Deadpool.
still like the best thing out there. Yeah, I think they came out. I think
it was like a month before one of
like
those.
a month. So
really?
one of my friends who works at the Disney store was telling us that they couldn't even put out Solo merch. They only wanted them to put out anything Marvel merch.
Yeah.
So that also killed the movie as well. But
I think everything was not in its favor. There was nothing in its favor, except for the movie itself was good. But
I thought the movie was good.
Yeah, and like backlash of Last Jedi too, for sure.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen the Solo movie twice. I probably should rewatch it.
It's a good
movie.
It's good. It's really good, and it's such a bummer that they're not gonna make more movies.
Actually, I hope they make a show or something.
No,
it seriously sucks.
No, they are considering bringing him back as Solo. I think like seeing him was like hard because he's like a little smaller, and so you're like, but like once you get like he actually does embody like Harrison Ford. I think, in my opinion, like perfectly. I think it was just like the look was hard to like get over, and then once you get over that, you're like, dude, this guy's he's a really good actor. I really think so. He really
there was times really did where he had some of the mannerisms.
Exactly. So, and like just everything with like Darth Maul and everything was like so cool, and the fact that like they might not, continue that storyline kind of sucks. But hopefully they do like a show or something. And also, not to mention, freaking Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, is like, holy shit! Like, you could not have a better Lando ever. Like, it's insane, So like, that's another thing.
And I maintain that how he met Chewie was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The minute they said the beast, I said that's Chewbacca. The second they said that, I said that's got to be Chewbacca.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
Great movie.
I really hope that they bring him back. I mean, and plus, he's a great actor. I think I'm actually, it's not Star Wars related, but I'm actually kind of want to watch his new movie, Cocaine Bear.
Oh, I want to see Cocaine Bear.
That's based off a true story, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a bear that's
so the way the real story is that there was guys who were flying across, I guess, whatever town, and the plane crashed. And as the plane was crashing, a whole bunch of bags of cocaine flew everywhere, and a bear in that town was able to like infiltrate the cocaine. And it just went bad shit crazy and was attacking people in the town. But they made a movie of it to make it funnier.
Oh my god!
They were like smuggling cocaine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now the movie has drawn so much attraction that now they're like, oh well, we want to do like Cocaine White Shark.
Yeah,
dude, I love shark. I would watch the shark movie any day. Dude.
Oh yeah,
a whole bunch of bags of cocaine are being thrown into the ocean, and like a white shark gets a hold of it and just starts going crazy.
Yeah, and maybe we could have a tornado at the same time.
Oh yeah, Sharknado.
Cocaine Sharknado.
Yeah, dude.
Cocaine tornado.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Or make it really funny. Just make it meth.
Oh my god, dude! That
man.
is just gonna be an S show, man. That's gonna be a shit
Shark
show.
and
I'm
go say
sorry.
my name.
But yeah, no, he's a good actor, and honestly, there's been a lot of rumors swirling that he will return. And honestly, Disney Plus is the best place for him to return. Like, if they do a show and just do like a continuation of his storyline from the last movie, they don't have to. I think it'll be great, and they could show how he meets Boba Fett. There's so many things that they could do, So hopefully
there are, and it's a waste if they don't. Honestly, like they should
Running spice for Jabba. That's enough right there, bro.
Yeah, are you
know?
kidding me?
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see how him and Jabba meet and like have that, like
Well,
that
that's where they were going.
relationship. Yeah,
Right.
that's
exactly where they were going. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I was gonna say, so Todd, who is your favorite Star Wars character of all time?
Man.
Thor's like, I sip on my drink. You better say the Almighty.
I'm not gonna say it, Thor. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's probably more Darth Maul. I would say Darth Maul.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, that's a good character. Yeah, it's
Thor,
a Sith.
were you
still.
wanting him to say this?
It's still,
I
think so. It's not my favorite character. I'm sorry, but Darth Maul.
Right.
I don't know. It's hard to say. That's a hard one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mine has changed over the years.
It could be Obi-Wan too. Obi-Wan.
Oh my god.
It was nice hanging out with y'all.
No, come on. All the freaking characters.
Whatever offends Thor the most is my favorite character.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's that is hard. I feel like I'll think of something later that is like actually my favorite.
Obi-Wan is like the New England Patriots in Star Wars world. It's like everyone wants to freaking hate them.
I almost wore an Obi-Wan shirt for you today, PJ.
Oh my god!
Wait, why is there so much hate for Obi-Wan? Obi-Wan rules, dude.
He's just like one of those Jedis, like no, everyone overlooks. He's like, whatever. He's so boring, but he still beats people, which is like annoying as hell. He's not as cool as everyone else. You know what I'm saying? He's not cool as Darth Maul, but yeah, he still beats Darth Maul. He's just like the New England Patriots. He just gets the job done.
I don't know. I think he's pretty cool. Like I think he's one of the cooler Jedis. I think Anakin's way more lame.
Oh my god!
Breaking my heart.
Exactly.
Oh,
that was right on time.
My goodness. You have done it, mister.
You underestimate my power.
I don't know. That's.
Oh my gosh! This is the last timer.
But he's not. I mean, he's not Darth Vader. Like I'm talking about Anakin. He's not.
Still.
So sorry.
That's my guy.
That's my
Anyway, what's
That's
up,
your
Flex?
guy. That's your guy. That's your favorite.
It's Anakin Vader. I consider them the same person.
Yeah.
Even though they're not. They're like.
But okay. What about Thor loves Darth Vader. Obviously, Darth Vader. Okay. What about Anthony?
It would probably be Anakin and Vader.
Yeah. See,
Really?
cool. Yeah. Anthony's on my side.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my boy.
Sorry, wait. Sith Queen. What's your name? I'm sorry.
Nilda.
Okay. I'm Todd. All right. What's your favorite?
Darth Vader, and if you can see my massive collection behind me, Ahsoka Tano.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, Todd. Sure. Someone else is going to be.
And then wait, no. What's PJ? Show. What? And yours is Anakin.
Anakin Vader. Yeah.
What?
Anakin.
Okay, I feel.
I would maybe even sneak in Palpatine.
Oh yeah, Palpatine.
Daddy Paps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I would say maybe going
Palpatine is
not movie wise. I think Darth Revan is my could be my favorite too. Darth Revan.
Oh yeah, no, that's still the Star Wars realm. So that
can count.
Yeah, that can count.
I think I'd probably choose Darth Revan then over.
Revan.
But Darth Maul's badass. I mean, Darth Maul.
I think Revan would creep up in a lot of people's lists. like once they do
Yeah.
like a show or a
Mhm.
movie on the Knights of the Old Republic. I think once,
Oh, yeah. Oh man.
honestly, if Disney's sitting on a gold mine,
They pissing
honestly,
away a lot of money, bro, by not making that.
I
that's why,
agree.
Yeah.
and that's why they're losing a
All
lot of
this
money.
High Republic mess, man. Get rid of all that crap.
Yeah.
That's
I
all
agree.
they
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, I mean, look at it. It's freaking they're losing a lot of money. They're letting go a lot of employees. It's like you have a gold mine underneath your feet.
It's almost like
You-
they don't even realize that they have some of these stories that were created years ago,
Mhm.
and they could just start making shows, movies, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's just come on. By the way, what's up?
It is
Professor?
absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they only just started making shows and things. It's it's crazy. But
yeah.
whatever.
I mean,
Better late than never, I guess.
yeah. Subflex. We got Star Wars Addict 77 in the house. What's up, Jeff? We got Rolando Flores in the house. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That I think Revan, you're saying is your favorite Star Wars character of all time, right now.
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
I think I'd say
Okay.
over Darth Maul. But Darth Maul's they're pretty close.
Okay. Cool. We're just gonna touch upon the Bad Batch real quick. I know we're just gonna talk. There was a new episode that dropped today, but we didn't get a chance to watch it. Well, at least I didn't, and we usually try to save that for next week's episode. But we're just gonna talk briefly about last 2 episodes from last week and get everyone's thoughts. You know, I think we'll start off with hold on, let me remove this. We'll start off with Anthony. What's your thoughts are on the Bad Batch episodes from last week?
Yeah, the 2 they dropped last week, I would say, were my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping that this show would focus on more of this type of stuff and how it was affecting the clones, merging into the stormtroopers, and the power vacuum that was happening, and how they were dissolving of the old guard, so to speak. And that's exactly what last week's episode was. I would love to see more of that.
Okay. Yeah. I totally agree. I just think that we need a little bit more backstory on like why those clones are getting phased out. I think we got an idea or the start of the idea where it's going to be heading. Seeing Palpatine in animated form, and it's actually voiced by Ian McDermott. Oh man, you felt like his presence when this scene was happening. I don't know, Nilda, what's your thoughts on this the last 2 episodes?
Oh, I thought it was great. I got chills when I saw Palpatine like rising up from the bottom up,
yeah.
and then he started talking. But I actually watched today's episode this morning. So as we're getting more into the show, you are gonna start learning as to why they're gonna be phasing out the clones.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
overall, the last 2 episodes were great. I think the previous ones before that, they were just filler episodes. But that's what they've been doing with the Bad Batch. They give you like 1 really good episode, then 2 days, then the next 2 episodes are fillers, and then the next one will be like double impact. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing I wish they would do is with the fillers, do it more like they did Rebels, where it was a filler episode, but they were going and stealing ships for the building of the rebellion.
Yeah.
I wish the filler episodes would have some purpose to the overarching time period that they're in, and it just doesn't seem.
Well,
that
they
way.
kind of do. So like some of the stuff that we saw in the other 2 filler episodes, if you didn't watch today's episode,
I watched half of
kinda-
today's.
Okay, yeah. So you have to really pay attention to today's episode and think about the last 2 fillers and remember what was said. And they're kind of like hidden little Mickeys in the episodes.
Well, okay, I'm down with that. If it's gonna,
Yeah.
in the long run, you're gonna see where it connects up.
Yeah, you'll once you finish today's episode, you'll be like, oh my god, so yeah, that happened 3 episodes ago, and they're bringing it up again.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you, Thor? What's your thoughts on seeing our boy Palps back on this?
Oh man, you already know. He showed up. So yeah, I mean, it was funny because before I even saw it, I didn't even know it was 2 episodes. And like I watched the first one, then I came, and then like for some reason I was turning page. So yeah, 2 episodes. I said 2 episodes. I said, hold up, and then he came on. I said, yeah. And but it's classic Palpatine. You know, if he can scheme up Order 66 and all that stuff, then this was a piece of cake here. You know, to for him.
Mhm.
So you know, I wasn't surprised. I was happy. I was like, you know, the way people was hitting me up, like, oh, did you see it? Did you see it? I thought he was, you know, was electrocuting somebody or something. You know? But
I thought so too.
It was brilliant though. It was, you know, it was again, it was classic Palpatine. But
Yeah,
I would say this: when I saw those 2 episodes, I said these 2 here is what Andor was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
All this espionage and secrecy and plans behind plans. I was like, this is what I don't care about Mon Mothma's marriage and this dude living with his mother and all this kind of stuff. I was like, this is what I wanted to see. You know, the shaping of the empire. You know, by any means necessary.
You know what would be great?
I'm with you on
if
that one.
Captain
too, sure.
that they threw under the bus, if his death is electrocution.
Oof.
Oh,
no, I don't think it would be. Like, I don't think, you know, Palpatine's not gonna do it himself, of course. You know, I'm thinking
Palpatine plays a really good game of chess. He uses his pawns to do all his dirty work, and then he flips it around and makes them be the bad guy.
Yeah, that's why he's the greatest.
He's the Sith Lord.
Yeah. I know, Todd. You said you haven't caught up with the episode, so I do apologize.
But you guys have made me want to watch it. So
yeah, it's. I think
I'm gonna start watching it again.
I think if anything, I think this season would benefit it you know, like if you do it in one run, like you watch everything, you could binge watch it basically.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched like 6 episodes of the first season only, and I liked them. I really liked the show actually. I just stopped watching. I don't know, I just got busy. But I really want to start watching it again. Definitely.
Yeah.
And I will.
Yeah, so for me, I enjoyed the last 2 episodes. I thought they were one of the best episodes of the season, and if not the whole series. I think Palpatine showing up and hearing Palpatine's voice, it was just like eerie and cool at the same time. And honestly, like that's why he's the greatest. He's always 10 steps ahead of you. You think you got him beat, but you don't. Even like all the way to Return of the Jedi, he knew, he devised all of that. He just didn't think that, you know, he thought that he could lure Luke to the dark side, which he didn't, you know. He was about to, but he didn't. And then he thought that Vader would be on his side regardless. But obviously, Vader just flipped the switch and turned to the good, to the light side. So I don't know. He is one of the greatest Sith Lords out there, and he single-handedly brought down the whole Republic and the Jedi. So which is crazy in itself. All right, so let's get to know Todd a little bit more, sir. All right, well, real quick before we get back to Todd, let's talk about Star Wars Bounty pickups. We'll start off with Nilda.
Hold on, I have to go grab mine.
Okay, we'll start off with Thor.
Hold on.
Ain't been no pickups.
Okay.
All right. Only thing I
love
got
how we zoomed in and it had like the outline in the back.
was that Stormtrooper bust.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, that's dope. I mean, you have the life-size fucking Han Solo. That's insane.
He actually made that himself, Todd.
Holy shit, that is insane. You made that yourself?
Yeah. There's a guy named Todd Blatt that there's a Han and Carbonite Builders Club on Facebook, and he sells the frame of it, and you have to put it together, and then you can buy the mold from somebody else, and then Todd sells the side panels. And I found a guy in Atlanta, which is like 6 hours from me, who pretty much had it all made, and then I just had to get the side panels and paint it and weather it and all that kind of stuff. And
so you painted it and all that?
Yeah, I painted it. I did all the electronics in it. Ordered the side panels with all the greeblies from Todd Blatt, and
it's wild.
And then now we're actually working on a door for Sean, and hopefully we'll have that ready in about a week.
Yeah.
So like is there, for the people that have built these themselves, you know, including you, what do they think about the Sideshow, you know, mass produced one? Is there do they like it? Do they think this one's better? Like, what do you think? I'm just curious.
I've never seen one of the sideshow ones in person, but Todd Blatt
are there inaccuracies though, like on the sideshow one? Because
there probably is. Yeah, because he actually has the Volvo panels for the sides that he has injection molds for them. He has all the machined greeblies. Then there's a place called Fetronics that gives you the electronics panel, and it actually blinks and pulses, and you can get I'm actually been working on the soundboard to have like the sound of it. And it's probably a mold of the Han. And so it's probably more accurate than the sideshow one because that's just a statue piece.
Right. Yeah.
You know, if you're worried about like the found parts and all that kind of stuff. But you know,
but like how accurate yours is probably just like as accurate as you can get, you know.
Probably.
Because I feel like with license they'll overlook, you know, they're like, oh, we don't need that. You know? But it sounds like he
had figured out like a lot of people have figured out like what all these different things were. Sometimes some things they couldn't figure out and they just used reference pictures, and that's where some of the machine parts come in. And there's like a sticker pack so that this dot is yellow and all that kind of stuff. Dimensions wise, I think it's pretty accurate.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congrats. That's awesome.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I got the one from Sideshow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So I want to then.
I haven't opened it. I haven't opened it up yet because I'm actually trying to make room for it. It is ginormous. It's over it's close to 8 feet long. So, but I mean, honestly, I'll tell you later. But I got it for a steal of a price. Like I'm like, it's like let's just say it's like fell off the truck type of.
Was it a second? Did you get it on seconds?
No.
Or did you?
It's brand new.
Did you have points?
No, I actually met up with a local collector / distributor, and he just had an extra one and was like, "Hey, you could have it for this price. I'll deliver to your house." Well, first I was trying to figure out like, I need a pickup truck and U-Haul. I think I was talking to Nilda about that, and he said, "No. I think he wanted to get rid of it because it was taking too much room in his storage." So he was just like, "I'll just drive to your house and drop it off," which. I can see why he need to get rid of it because it's 3 freaking huge boxes. So
mine is 7 feet tall, and I think it's like 31 or 32 inches wide.
Yeah, that's insane.
And that piece, you gotta get that Boba Fett, homie.
I know, man.
Yeah, you gotta get the Boba Fett.
You can't have one without the other.
You gotta get Boba Fett.
Well, I was so the one on Sideshow is really expensive. It's like I think close to $9,000. So I was actually just going to cosplay as Boba Fett and just put everything in the mannequin, and I'll probably get more accurate parts that way.
Yeah.
And then I'll do it that way. But it's going to take a while for me to build it and find the people to make it. So, but all right, cool. That's it for Star Wars Bounty Pickups. But we're definitely going to talk about Specfictionshop.com really quick.
Wait, I was going to show you this real quick. This is my bounty pickup.
Wow.
That's a good pickup. Holy
baby.
Can you please
That's
tell
not
everyone
from Star
what
Wars?
Well,
his name is Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful.
That's funny.
That was the name of my old cat.
You got to kiss the baby. You got to kiss the baby.
Yes, kiss the baby.
He's a mini Australian Shepherd.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
His name is Anakin Skywalker.
Oh my gosh, he's such a cute freaking baby.
I had a cat for 15 years, and his name was Anakin.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's a good name. Todd is shaking his head.
He's got a little.
No.
This is my bounty pickup.
Wow, that's adorable. Great pickup.
That's a great pickup. Yeah, I know, Todd. You have some cats, right? Or
I have a
one cat. Yeah, what's his name again?
Tara. It's not Star Wars related.
Oh,
sorry.
see, Tara's cute though. Tara, I mean,
Very
want to get
cute.
like a
Very
Taro
cute.
bubble tea, but
I generally name pets, Lord of the Rings. I'd go Lord of the Rings. Sorry to say that, but maybe one day I'll have if I had my brother had a black bunny named Darth Vader. So
that's sick.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you guys watch Watership Down. The reason why the reason why I do not like bunnies or rabbits is because of that stupid cartoon.
I love Watership Down. I love
dude,
it.
that thing was vicious, dude. Dude, that is sick. Dude, it is not sick in a good way. It is sick. No, the cartoon, the 80s cartoon.
Oh yeah, I've never heard of it. No, the cartoon's weird.
It's weird. They were tearing the rabbits tearing each other up. Ugh.
So you don't like rabbits because of that book?
No, because of that. I didn't read the book. I watched the cartoon.
Oh my god,
the movie cartoon.
It's like one of my favorite books.
Dude, it was vicious. Like the rabbits biting each other and killing each other and eating. Oh, I was like, forget it.
Okay. I know.
Even Thor's getting freaked out.
Okay, the movie is weird. The movie is pretty weird. But the book's good.
They remade it again, right? For Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix. I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch it because I'm too scarred because of that stupid.
I can't believe that because you're supposed to most people have the opposite after they love rabbits because but the movie is movie's different from the book. The movie
dude, you said they're biting their necks and eating. I'm like, fuck, what's this? What is this? This is no bunny rabbit cartoon. Oh man. Anyway, let's talk about Specfictionshop.com. Again, we always talk about spec on our podcast. And I think Todd, I think Iron Studios, we've been speculating this for a while. I think they have the global Star Wars license now, right? For quarter scale?
They do. Well, they have the global Star Wars license just in general.
In general. Does that include all scales or is it just 1/10 and quarter?
I don't know in regards to what scales, but they have 1/10 and they have 1/4.
Yeah,
because what others they might have others but they haven't put out any other scale statues. They haven't put 1/3 or anything like that, So
I mean, they should because I think they're sitting on a gold mine as well, right?
What is that Yoda? I've never seen that before.
This one? This is the animatronic.
No. Oh, the Yoda.
Yes.
This one.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. By the way, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That Yoda.
Yeah, this Yoda is pretty cool.
Oh, it's just a bust. Okay.
It's from Gentle Giant. Yeah, which is pretty sick. By the way, congratulations to the Funko Pop collector that picked this Porg up. It's on waitlist. How dare you?
Porgs.
I own one of those Funko Pops.
Yeah. People liked Porgs before the movie came out. Then after, no one wanted any Porgs.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the stuff that you're offering on the website, right? In terms of Star Wars, so you do sell a lot of the Iron Studios, right? The 1/10 and the quarter scale. Some Kotobukiya stuff, correct?
I really like that Ronin. I think.
Yeah.
That was my favorite episode.
Face to face, it's beautiful. Yeah. It's pretty big.
It is big.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than I thought. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really loved that episode of Visions. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. But now in terms of Star Wars products, right? Do you see Iron Studios really tapping the quarter scale market and really giving us a lot of characters that Sideshow, which is confusing because Sideshow has the quarter scale license, but it is only for US, correct?
I don't know. I think it's global. I think here's
so
the
confusing.
Thing.
Yeah,
that's weird with Sideshow with Star Wars licensing, right? You had Star Wars first had the license for actual statues, like big quarter scale statues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gentle Giant actually had a Star Wars license before Sideshow, I think, but it was only for I think 6 scale and the busts, those mini busts, which they still make, and but then Star Wars got it and they started making quarter scale. And they made a ton. They made so many in a span of 5 years. They made a bunch, right? Like my first Star Wars piece, I think, was Darth Vader quarter scale, the first premium format, and it was awesome. It was really cool, and that was like the first time they made a statue in quarter scale. Then they just kind of stopped. XM got a quarter scale license. They made like 3, which are pretty good. Most of them are actually really good, and then they stopped. And now, like, I haven't seen a Star Wars quarter scale from Sideshow in I don't know how long, a while. They still do Mythos, obviously, but like the actual quarter scale, because isn't Mythos 5th scale?
Yeah, 5th scale. Yeah, but they have. Yeah, you're right. They haven't. They already announced and are releasing the ones they have announced a while ago. But honestly, I haven't seen them do new or announce newer ones. So
yeah, well, no. So what I'm getting at is like I think Iron Studios, they actually make statues. They make a lot. They make a ton. They're not like they don't get a license and then kind of sit on it. Like I think they're going to make a bunch more quarter scales. I really do. Because I mean, they are an actual statue company that just puts out a bunch of statues, and like their 10th scale statues, I feel like fund their quarter scales. They'll do like a few quarter scales per year, and then they'll do like a bunch of 10th scales, obviously. But yeah, is that theirs?
Yeah, this is
it's from Iron Studios.
That's their quarter scale. Yeah,
this is their.
Yeah, I think it's pretty. I think it is pretty cool. I think it is cool. I still think the XM is probably the coolest Darth Maul I've seen ever. It's pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
Thor.
awesome.
Thor, you still have yours, Thor? No, you sold yours. Yeah, that was the. I think that had to be, and I kicked myself for not pre-ordering. I remember Thor was like, I think you sold the premium format to get the.
I sold to Rodney actually.
Is that the one where he's jumping off the speeder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I kicked myself for not.
It's really cool. It's really cool. And like the Sideshow ones are not that good in my opinion. This Iron Studios one's pretty good.
Yeah, I think
I like the last one. The last one that came out, I like that one.
By Sideshow?
Yeah, the one, the newest one they made.
I had I don't know.
Oh, you mean the Mythos one, right, Thor?
No, the premium format. The Mythos one is good too, but I mean the only thing I didn't like was the shoulders were kind of poofy.
Oh yeah. You mean from years ago, yeah.
Oh yeah. The
one where he's walking.
The one where he's walking, yeah.
Yeah, Sean bought that one.
That one
yeah.
And the way the saber lights up is perfect. Like it goes from the base and goes out. You know what I mean?
I like
a real lightsaber.
That's a good kind of museum, I guess. It's not super museum, but it's I do like it. Yes.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. I had the first Star Wars PF Darth Maul. It's not
like that one. Yeah, I don't like that
one. Yeah, it was.
Which one was that?
The only Darth Maul there was.
It doesn't even look like.
It's very awkward.
Oh, okay.
It's very awkward.
Yeah, it's not. It ain't.
Not good.
Yeah. But this one's sick.
But yeah. I mean, I hope like Iron Studios has already done like I think 5. They did it. Their Ahsoka's pretty cool. They did a Luke and Grogu. They did. I don't know. They've done it, and I mean, arguably their first ever quarter scale Star Wars was Darth Vader, which arguably is the best Darth Vader of all time. I don't know. Thor, what do you?
Is that the Hoth one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the best. One of the best.
I think it's pretty bad. I think it's badass.
Like, it is the best quarter scale Vader.
Very good Darth Vader.
Right. It's the best quarter scale licensed Vader.
Yes.
and then unlicensed would be what?
It's probably
DMD.
DMD.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
DMD. Yeah.
DMD. The New Hope one. That one is.
Yeah.
It's very simple, but it looks extremely.
I like simple. I definitely do.
Yeah. So this one you're offering in your website, and for the people, I put the code down there below. You can use Paradox. Honestly, that's an old code, but you could still save some money.
Does that saber light up?
I believe
I don't know.
So. It does look like it does light up. I mean, I'm not sure, but
does it?
It should though.
I don't think it does. Like if it did, they would have it in that video.
I just feel like his face is too dark.
I
really?
like it.
In regards to paint wise,
paint wise.
Really?
I don't know.
I think that's the lighting.
It might be the
lighting. Maybe it is the lighting.
I think it's lighting too.
Oh, but I mean, I don't
know. Like I don't know why. Like I have the Han Solo Darth Maul up there where he's sitting on the chair with the mechanical legs.
Oh
And
yeah.
I love that face sculpt big time. I think it's probably one of the best ones.
I don't think I've seen it. Who makes that?
That's from a sideshow. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know
it's
if
the
it's
same as
all
the
way up there
DX17.
in that corner.
Okay, so I mean, I can't. So that's from Solo, the movie Solo.
Yeah, that's the solo Darth Maul.
It's from which one? Who made it?
Sideshow.
It's a figure.
You mean
It's a
Hot
hot
Toys?
toy.
Okay, the Hot Toys guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it. I just want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, but this one looks good. This is
Okay.
Yeah, it comes with the 2 seeker droids, so which is pretty awesome. And you're also offering.
I think it's pretty good.
And then you're also offering
Yeah.
The Iron Studios Vader, which is
I think it's pretty. I think throne pieces are not my favorite, but this is unless it's actually a character that sits on a throne, which he does. So
Thor.
I want that so bad.
Thor, will you be joining us, sir?
Meditation chamber, bro. If he's sitting, he got to be in a meditation chamber.
Hold on.
Yes.
I like
Hold
it.
on.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Oh
Thor,
my god.
what are you doing, Thor?
No, meditation chamber. I am with him.
That was the moment I fell in love with him. Was the meditation chamber. The whole scene. You know what I mean? So
I need Anthony to make me one.
well,
Jazz Inc.
Just hold on. One day it's coming.
Anthony, come on,
Okay, so-
Anthony. Yours is pretty cool.
I'm getting.
No, no.
I'm
I made
definitely
the
getting
back
this
to
one.
tank. Not
Oh,
we're talking
okay.
about the meditation.
Oh yeah, the meditation chamber.
Yeah. I made a back to tank one.
By the way, guys, remember what we talked about when we said this guy's hopping. By the way, this is not Warhammer. No, this is not Warhammer 3000, whatever.
I'm on the wrong channel. Wrong channel.
Not Warhammer.
Late to the party, sir.
What's up? Sorry.
But, this is not Filipino time, man.
Daddy duties. Daddy duties.
Daddy doo-dooing or no, I was kidding. Daddy doo-doo.
That's what it feels like sometimes. Oh wow, you got a lot of people on tonight.
Well, yeah.
Do you
We
feel
don't mess around.
outnumbered?
What's that?
Do you feel outnumbered?
Well, no, there's some
We're all
Jedi here.
Vader fans.
I think there's some Jedi here. I don't
Well,
think there's any-
you'll get along with Todd because
Are you?
he said
Are you a
he
Jedi?
said-
Are you a
Yes,
Jedi?
sir.
Are you a Jedi?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think who's your favorite Star Wars guy?
Oh,
Oh, come on.
Oh wow, like overall favorite.
Yeah, just favorite.
So
There you
it's kind of a tie, but I guess I have to pick one, right? So
No, you
it's
can pick-
Obi-Wan.
Oh my god! They all hate you. They all hate you.
That's natural. They're all Sith. They feel no other emotion.
Do it, PJ. Oh, baby.
Son of
We
a
deal solely
bitch.
on emotion.
No, they're just angry all the time. They don't know how to smell the roses. Nothing.
We don't need to smell roses. Obi-Wan smells roses.
And then
You know?
Yoda's my he's the close second for me. Just
Yeah, we were giving Todd some hell before because he's a Kenobi fan too.
Well, I said Darth Maul, but then I said also Obi-Wan, and then they're like, "Oh shit, what?" They got upset.
Yeah, we're ready to
They
throw
got
him at
upset.
them.
They got upset. They got upset.
so
Yeah,
my
it's
third
okay.
favorite is Palps.
Okay, well, we'll
All right,
forgive you
then they're
now.
gonna-
Now,
then
now
you're
we're
now,
talking.
you're
redeemed
now,
yourself.
now you're back. Now you're back on
redeemed
the.
You
Stop.
cannot escape.
The circle is complete.
Like how you're like, okay, all right, you can't escape, sir. Come back to the dark side.
He's underrated. He's one of the most underrated pop culture villains of all time.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think he's
You think he's
underrated?
underrated?
I think he's underrated.
When people think Star
Pop
Wars, they think
culture-wise.
Vader. They think Vader for
culture-wise.
Star Wars. Yeah, pop culture
I think
overall.
I think Raiders, or I think he's rated like perfectly, honestly.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Palps?
Oh,
Palps. Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, Vader is always going to be like
But
because he's always.
I guess Vader
yeah.
overshadows. Vader overshadows him. I guess
Vader, yeah, Vader definitely overshadows. I just respect the dude, Palps. I mean, he like turned the whole thing on itself just with some creativity and time. He didn't have to fight anybody. That's
Yeah.
he's maniacal. I like that.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
He's playing 5-dimensional chess, and everybody else is playing checkers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So respect.
Yeah, and also, just wanted to give you a heads up of our what if topic for tonight, Mr. Cannoli Crusader.
Mm-hmm.
What if Obi-Wan didn't have the high ground, which we'll talk about
Okay.
a little bit later. I know you're already like you already have
I'm
your
loading up the one-liners.
Oh man, this is gonna be juicy. It is gonna be juicy. But yeah, no, Todd. Like we're by the way, just to catch you up here, Dom. We're just talking about all the Star Wars products that Todd offers on his website.
He's the man. He's the man. I frequent his shop often.
I know. I've been on the website right now on my phone looking.
Yeah, he's got a lot of great stuff. I mean, if you're looking to other products besides Star Wars, he does offer pretty much a lot of stuff like J&D products, Queen Studios products, anime, Marvel, whatever it is, you name it, he's the man. He's got a great rep in the community, great customer service, hands down. He will take care.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
He's
handsome.
No, honestly, he's handsome also.
Oh wow. Yeah. Well,
thank you so much.
That too. Well, came out of Mr. Cannoli's mouth.
Very sweet.
Very, very nice of you.
Cannoli, Cannoli's gotten a lot of broken stuff from me, and I'm so sorry. Every time I'm like, what the hell? Like, is he cursed? I don't know. We're gonna take care of it for you. No, it's not all broken. No. But it's you know what it is? It's the Dragon Ball stuff.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Prime 1 is just I don't
know.
Oh, really?
Cursed. I've had some luck with it.
Well, one time, one time it was fine, but then the next, whatever. Anyways,
it's all good.
It happens. We'll take care of you. We'll take care of you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So you offer a lot of
Iron
Studios
like
products.
The Pure Arts Stormtrooper. You guys like that or?
Yeah, there's this one is really. I'm surprised it's still there.
1/3.
So. Some guy, okay, like everyone was really gung ho on this Stashy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like got a lot of pre-orders, and then one guy, we were like talking via email, and one guy just one day just sent this crazy long email and was like, "This is not Pure Arts lied. It's not actually from the actual molds and all." And I was like, "Oh my god, like what the hell?" But I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not sure. Obviously, that guy is well versed in Stormtrooper lore, so he knew all about it. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting.
I already know who that guy is, by the way. So
you really do?
Yeah, I do.
In this hobby, it happens often, not just with Star Wars, but with a lot of stuff, and it's pretty interesting. It's got to be perfect, and I get it, but it's still pretty cool. It's still pretty.
Yeah, cool, I mean, obviously, you have people understand there are companies that really dedicate their time and effort to making it as movie accurate as possible, but it's not for everyone. I know there is a company out there, RS Prop Masters or whatever, and they do a lot of like really like high end like movie accurate helmets. But to me, it's really like in how those helmets are made for the props is how they make them. If they're cheaply made, they make them cheaply, right? I mean, I don't know. I never had one. Anthony, right? You saw it.
Yeah, I've seen them in person, and I've also heard like the Vader helmet that they had done one. But it was like very not polished on the inside and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, not cheaply made, but on purpose, basically, because
it's made exactly the way it was made.
It was made in the movie. So and for me, I don't really give a shit. I just, what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to put that helmet on and be like, cool, this is a cool helmet. It's as accurate as it could be. No one's gonna really notice, and stuff like that. Which everyone collects differently. Doesn't have to be
different mentalities there, right? You got a person like me who I don't want a prop replica. I don't, because I know for prop replicas for the show or movie, they're going to do whatever gets by looking good on film. Right. It doesn't matter what it feels like on the inside, right? Me, if I'm buying something, I want it to be like it would be in real life if this was real.
Yes.
So I don't want a replica. That's a different. So maybe those people who are angry about those things can't really distinguish the two. A prop replica is like,
yeah, I would agree.
Perfect example is one of my friends collects completely off top, but he collects stuff from like Broadway shows, like actual props. So he has the gloves from Beauty and the Beast gloves, and you would think it'd be really cool, but when you look at it, you're like, wow, this is a piece of crap. But it was like they actually used what they actually used for the show. So
Yeah. I mean, like you said, there's a lot of CGI, a lot of movie effects that make it look good. But when you actually get the prop, you're like, and that's not me. I don't really care about how they were cheaply made in the movies, which is great. Someone else might like it, but I like shiny helmets and cool looking helmets, and I could wear it. It's comfortable where I wear it. So everyone had different strokes for different folks, right? So, but yeah, no, the guy that emailed you, whatever, you're gonna get those guys. Unfortunately,
I wonder if I know who it is.
I like it. No, it's just interesting to me, honestly. I see it all the time, and it's cool. I like it.
It's
I like
entertainment.
Exactly. I like having those conversations.
Yeah, and then we got the XM Luke, which I'm surprised is not sold out. By the way, I told someone because I think he might have bought the XM Boba from you, but I'm glad that it's already waitlisted. So
I think that's the coolest Boba for sure.
Yeah, they were asking me which is the best Boba. I thought this was definitely up there in my list of.
I do like. Bobas. I think I like the second Sideshow PF2.
Yeah, I have that one from Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, that one has a more sentimental value for me because that was
the one where he's like on a ramp.
Yeah, that's the.
I think that's the one. That's the one we're talking about. That's the one we're talking.
Yeah, that's a.
They did a Django that was similar to that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and exactly, Ben. Like that's cool, But for me, like that's not how I collect. So someone else might like to collect like that. Those versions,
exactly, and that's fine. That
which is fine. Nothing wrong.
Yeah,
like the real Vader helmet was not symmetrical, and so
right, exactly.
But I would like to have a Vader helmet that looked really good.
Yeah,
like the non-symmetrical would not matter to me.
Yeah,
some people want the imperfections of a prop replica. Some people want it to.
And I respect that.
I respect that. Yeah, but just don't
completely fine.
Don't email Todd about and give him
no,
my
you
paragraph.
Can email me. I like.
Don't email me. How about this? Don't mess.
I like having those dialogues. I love it. I'm like, whoa, dude. Okay.
Are you sure? I will send someone.
You just asked for it.
Starts with letter L.
He likes the dialogue. Okay, here we go. Wait till he gets a load of this.
No.
Watch, Todd's gonna get a whole bunch of anonymous emails now in the next couple days.
Dear Todd, so the porgs that were made, I'm gonna.
The Ahsoka Tano 10 scale by Iron Studios, right there. It's so cool. I think it's badass.
Yeah.
If that was in quarter scale, man, that'd be good.
Yeah, I like a lot of their statues. I wish they were bigger though.
Yeah. Well, do you see Iron Studios? They're gonna do more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to, they have actually a pretty smart business model because 1/10 you can put out $1 million, and that kind of funds the bigger projects. If you're only putting out quarters, it might bottleneck, your production, and because you might have one hit and one dud, and then you're kind of screwed with like cash flow and all that kind of stuff. So it's actually really smart how they did that because they started 1/10 and now they're getting in quarter. And they can do it, because they have like all that cash flow. So
yeah,
I feel like they're taking
over. Maybe go to where, like going forward, maybe some of them, if they think it's going to be a hit, they offer it in 10th and quarter or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So PJ knows. So I'm an affiliate for Iron Studios, and what they've been telling us in like the last couple meetings that we've been having during Zoom calls, they've been saying that they're for every 10 scale that they were going to release even bigger ones, and then they were going to see how well the 10 scales did, and if they did well, they were probably going to start releasing them in bigger sizes.
The same exact sculpt.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that's awesome.
So Nilda,
like
you should mention
most of the ones I have back here are all Iron Studios.
You should mention to them next time you're in one of those Zoom calls about maybe if it's a character that has a saber to make it light up.
Yeah, somebody in our Zoom brought it up, and they said that they've been working on the specs for that, but it hasn't been like 100% like announced.
All right. Well, at least they're looking at it. That's good.
Yeah.
Because I probably would have bought that Vader. I'm sorry, the Maul, if it had been light up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's kind of what held me off of the Malik and Revan.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, like some of the figures that I've received from them, the detail on the faces are ridiculous. Like
they look good.
Yeah, like they sent me Moff Gideon, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, and the face on it is perfect. And then I picked up what is it called? Like I have like their Obi-Wan Kenobi. That one is great too. So they're doing a good job as they're getting more and more into designs.
Are you getting that Maul?
I'm debating.
I mean, I can't believe you have Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's insane. You shouldn't have it, honestly.
Yes.
Right
Don't. Please throw it in the garbage.
That's terrible.
I also have a
Kenobi.
I also have a Kenobi tattoo as well.
Oh my god, that's too much.
No,
it's in my whole entire Star Wars sleeve.
I did not know that. I think we might have to, that's good. Also, I do want to mention real quick. I see that you've been offering Afterpay now, which is awesome. And Affirm.
Here's a commercial for Afterpay.
What is that?
Hey, do you want your item now, but you want to pay over time? Use Afterpay. That's the commercial.
Wait, EJ, go
like
back
a straight
to that?
commercial.
Or
go back to the trio.
Affirm. Yeah, we have Affirm. We have Afterpay. We have Bread Pay. We have Shop Pay installments. So all those.
And you also have Make Best Offer.
We do have that.
I'm sure you get a lot of ridiculous offers.
I'm going to get rid of that. I'm getting rid of that.
Yeah.
How many nonsense offers do you get a day?
I'm sure you get. Oh my god!
I'll give you a penny.
You would laugh.
You would totally. If you want to employ me, I would love to respond to them. Like
no. You could just respond to those. Yeah, and just write really funny responses.
Yeah.
You think this is a good offer?
How are you going to pay for the rest?
As Darth Rashid say crackhead prices.
Yeah, that's what he says. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
crackhead prices.
That's what he say.
No, it's there. It's there to start a dialogue. You kind of you start a dialogue with them. You're like, that's a little low. Let's go. One of those.
I love that set.
Yeah, it's
cool
by
set,
XM.
That's
and I kind of
cool.
wish. Yeah, I kind of wish they do.
That set.
What was that Maul?
That
was
did
that
terribly.
a 10 scale one?
What's up?
The Maul where he had the saber
Maul.
out. What was that 10th?
I think
this
that
one.
is.
That one's 10th.
Oh yeah, that's 10th. Yeah, it's awesome. 10th. I don't think it lights up though either, but
Oh, that's a
really good
one.
Maul.
That'd be a good one.
I like the other one, the one from Phantom Menace that they did. That one is amazing.
Yeah.
Iron Studios.
Yeah.
Iron Studios.
I actually think that's people think I'm crazy. I think that if that was quarter scale, I think that would be no. That's the quarter scale.
That is.
They got one that's 10th scale. That's from Phantom Menace. That one is. I think that one is from Ahsoka when he fought Ahsoka. That one you're showing now. They got another one.
Okay, they have another one.
Yeah. Oh my god, that one is amazing.
Let me see this. I gotta see this.
And he's got a lot of switch outs on it too, and everything.
If they made this into a quarter scale,
but you know what? They got a sideshow one.
This is old. This is super old. The one
that one is, but that one is tight. That one is amazing, though, man.
Dude,
if that one was quarter scale, I would like that better than XM. And that is.
Which one are y'all talking about?
Yeah, let me look at that.
Okay, pop it up because that's the scene, Thor, when he points to the droid. And throws it to the wall.
Yeah.
Oh god,
that's when he's doing.
Duel of Fates.
But it has switch outs in it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah,
that's the best. That must be really. That must be.
If that was quarter scale, that would be the best dog.
I agree. That's the coolest scene of all time. Like, oh my god, that's the best scene of Star Wars ever. My goodness. Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah, and then they have like the companion pieces of.
Yeah, I think this is when they first started dabbling into the 110
that
stuff.
That one is tight, bro.
I think this is this is probably their first ones. I think.
Yeah.
So a lot of their 110 scale, depending, they do a lot of companion pieces.
Yeah, they're like dioramas. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why 1/10 is so cool, because you can do that. You can have the X-Men, like the X-Men stuff is amazing. It's so awesome.
Oh, are they the ones that did that great big Sentinel and
all
X-Men around
Yeah.
it?
Exactly.
Yeah, that thing's pretty awesome.
They should do something like that with the clones, like the clone.
100%.
They
have
should
like a
do
big
like
huge
Battle of
battlefield.
Geonosis.
Yeah, something with Mason leading the charge or something.
Ooh, yes.
They should do Hoth.
They could do Hoth.
That's
all
what
the
they should.
snow troopers.
And the big piece could be an AT-AT, and then you could have.
Oh my gosh, I would just like.
You could have Luke coming up and all these people around, and
I'll bring
awesome.
this up in the next
Hey, look,
conversation.
you if you want to stir him up, you hire Darth Vader. I come talk to him. I give him a PowerPoint. No problem.
I mean, they could
free of charge.
I mean, Battle of Hoth, the beginning with 2 AT-ATs, like all the, that would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would die. Snow Spear kind of coming in.
Luke
at the bottom.
Little Luke.
You could have Vader storming the Hoth base.
Luke hanging.
Yeah. And then have Vader going into the Hoth base, wreck and shop.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah, but
that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, but long story short, you're it seems like you're increasing your library of like Star Wars products in your website, correct, Todd?
Yeah. I mean, there's not really a lot of Star Wars stuff, I feel like. But yeah. I mean, Iron Studios is like
killing it. Yeah.
Going crazy right now. Yeah, so that's awesome. And I mean, I've always liked Gentle Giant. They just have smaller stuff.
Why is there 2 Maliks?
I think one's for the
displayed. We have an open box one. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, Mr.
How much is the open box?
It was $950.
It's less. It's less money.
Yeah.
It's like $100 less, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's $100 less.
Do it, Mister. Do it, Mister.
Revan, we're sold out of.
Sold
out.
Yeah.
Because Malak, Revan was the hot seller for that set.
Yeah.
More than Malak. Malak still sold well, but Revan was the hot seller.
Yeah, we did something cool in our SithCast Facebook group when these released. We worked closely with Todd to kind of do like a nice big huge lump pre-order and save the collectors a lot of money. So with that being said, please join the SithCast Star Wars family Facebook group on Facebook if you want to jump in some cool offers like that in the future. All right, cool. Todd, you guys know where to reach him. I put the link down on the thing below here in the description and on the screen there. Use code Paradox to save some money off your purchase. Again, Todd has been serving the community for such a long time and providing us great prices, great products at a reasonable time frame. He gets them to you pretty quick at if anything, like free shipping most of the time. So please check out his website, Specfictionshop.com. But let's go to more stuff that we're going to talk about, and that is the what if Dom.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he's frozen. Is Dom still there?
He's pondering his thoughts.
He's like, is he? What's he doing? Are you shopping?
No, he's pondering his thoughts.
He's been pondering this whole time. He's been so quiet.
He's scheming.
I'm just waiting for everyone's opinion about this. What if? I mean, it would obviously never happen because it's Obi-Wan. He wins.
Oh, shut.
Yeah, right. He'd never not have the high ground. He's better than Anakin. So. Sorry,
I think otherwise.
Okay, now let's preface this high ground stuff. Is this really like an advantage to have the high ground?
Is it an advantage?
No.
Tactical advantage.
Generally it is. No, I mean, if
militarily, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, so this is a duel.
Yeah.
But I would say the only reason, like in the movie, that it did not work out is because he was trying to take out Obi-Wan with the same move that Obi-Wan took out Darth Maul.
Yeah.
And that's why he said, don't try it.
All right. We'll definitely get your thoughts.
But I mean, sorry.
No, Todd. Well,
No,
we'll
I'm
start
just
off.
what I'm saying. Yeah, okay, go. Yeah.
All right, we'll definitely get. Hold your thoughts. Hold your thoughts.
All
I know everyone's getting ready. Nilda, we'll start off with you since
Why
you
do
are
I
a
always have to
Sith
go
queen.
first?
Because you're the girl. You gotta go
So
first.
what?
Yeah, you have the tattoo. You have
Okay,
an Obi-Wan
fine.
tattoo.
I get it. Yeah, Dom, you're the girl. Come on, go first.
All right, so
Oh my
just,
gosh, he's actually
I'll go
ready.
for it. I
He
want
is
to.
ready. He
I
is
just-
actually ready for this.
You outed him.
Oh, go ahead, Dom. Dom, go ahead. Go.
No, just to answer your first question, I think it was I think what Lucas was trying to do was imply there was a plot device he missed. He should have had some foreshadowing, like in the first episode or the second episode, in some training exercise about having the high ground.
Yeah.
So that
For
way,
sure.
when it came up in the movie, it was like, oh yeah, the high ground. That's important for Jedi. I think he messed that up.
Oh.
So it
Oh,
was.
so you're critiquing the whole film right now. You're just critiquing the whole film.
Yeah, well, because
the whole
they
show.
It
It
wouldn't
filmed
have
it
been what he's saying is it would not have been a meme if there would have been context
yeah.
to it.
He
Right.
tried to add the context and the plot device at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he couldn't,
I
from what I
agree.
understand, he couldn't figure out a way to have Obi-Wan win where everyone would have been satisfied. So that was just, he needed to figure out some sort of mulligan.
Yeah, or like a
Sure.
fluke
Oh, yeah,
accident
yeah.
that
Mulligan.
Anakin
I
somehow
would-
slipped up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
since now it's a thing, because now it's canon, so having the high ground is important. Apparently, you don't want to be a Jedi or a Sith face. Then they did the same thing with Yoda and Palps in the Senate. So once Yoda
That's
did
a
not
good
have
point.
high ground, he retreated because Palps had the high ground and he was chucking stuff at him, and he kind of backed
They
out.
should have. You know what they should have done in the Obi-Wan series? They should have had that scene that you're talking about. They should have had that. Should have been. When they flash back in the
Yeah.
journey, should have had that.
Yeah,
That would've-
that would have
They would have
filled it in. and would have been
retconned
okay.
it. Retcon.
Yeah,
Big time.
Or made
Yeah.
it make it would have made more sense. It's in the novelization.
Oh, it is.
Is it in
Okay.
the
Don't get mad
novelization?
at me, but I feel like
Yeah,
that
the whole
would've
time,
been-
like as before, like I don't know, say a couple of years in as Anakin's training, and he creates a basically like a droid that he could fight, and it's just like Darth Maul. And because he knew all about it, he was trying to find every way to beat the Zabrak. And the whole thing is he was going to try to kill Obi-Wan with the same move that Obi-Wan killed Darth Maul.
So you're saying that the book is better than the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that makes perfect
Yep.
sense. They
Usually
are.
the
both
case
are.
anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
so
just-
I didn't even know
There's
there
more
was I didn't know there was-
context.
No, I mean that. Why wouldn't they put that in the movie? That's so. Stupid.
That's in the Force Unleashed. Like a Star Killer is training against his droid, and,
Okay.
and at one point he what is it? He malfunctions and he turns into Darth Maul, and so
Yeah.
he had to basically dual Darth Maul. So that was
Right.
They might have took that concept and put it in the Force Unleashed.
Probably.
the video
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, there's
Video
other
game story
things
is-
like with storming the Jedi the Jedi temple. There's stuff with that if they would have put it in, it would have been rated R, like
Yeah.
for sure. Like
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, imagine you're fighting like with two sticks and somebody's running up a hill towards you. It's pretty easy to just smack them in the head. No.
yeah. Well,
Definitely.
they're going to be
Boink.
trying to get. They're going to be
Oh my
trying to go
gosh.
up a hill. Just think about it. If you're fighting somebody, and if I'm fighting you, and I'm upstairs, and you're trying to get up the stairs,
Yeah.
it'll be real easy for me to keep you down.
Yeah.
Well, you're exerting more energy going up the stairs
Right.
when you're. There's so many things.
Yeah.
It is a real thing. The high ground.
So we all
It's
agree
real.
high ground is important.
Yeah.
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 It's super important.
Yeah,
What
I
if-
just
what
wish
hap-
that they would have explained
Yeah.
that it isn't that you
I
can't
wish
fight
that
going up a
too.
hill. It's that he's trying to kill him with the same move he killed Darth Maul,
Right.
Yeah.
That would make it so much more meaningful.
and that was
and
the
so much more, like,
arrogance that he
poignant.
had. That's why he says, "Don't try it."
Yeah.
He knew what he was going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like some sort of
That's
flashback.
blowing my mind.
that like some sort of flashback or some context to say, okay.
I mean, what Anthony said, just have it in the second movie or the second movie, just have them training and have that happen. And then it's a throwback, and that makes the movie more, like meaningful.
Yeah, he could have said, I still don't understand how you were able to take out the Zabrak like that. Just always questioning it. Never, instead of, you saved me on whatever that planet was, he's like, oh, that one doesn't count. There could have been some context to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens if, you have the high ground and someone goes, wait, Dom, if you have the high ground and I'm coming at you and I go,
you underestimate my power.
Is that like, does that give you...
like I'm done.
But I was gonna say he is out. He's like, I'm out of here. Forget it. All right, Dom. No, but what if Obi-Wan didn't have the high ground and it was still like an even fight? Who would win that fight?
I think ultimately Anakin would probably win that fight.
Wow, that coming out of your mouth, that.
Well, Anakin's more.
Hold on,
powerful.
let me do the spin move of love.
So the only reason that Obi-Wan wins is usually, if you think about it, the second or third time he kills Darth Maul? I can't keep track at this point, right?
Yeah.
When he's in the desert. When he's in the desert, he outsmarts Darth Maul because he uses Qui-Gon's technique.
Yep.
And he thinks he's about to slap him around, and then boom, he kills him in like 10 seconds. So Obi-Wan's just tactically smart. So if you take away that, then he's not as naturally talented or as powerful as everyone else, but he's just really tactical, and that's why he wins. It has nothing to do with raw power, because he's not going to win in raw power, except in the Obi-Wan show, which got a little confusing for me. They kind of souped him up a little too much when he was fighting. He turned into like
he went God mode.
Yeah, he was just like he became like Yoda level powerful, but I don't know. People don't know how to write stuff anymore these days, so
especially
what
Disney.
it is. It is what it is at this point. But
when especially he was struggling to move something on a table a day earlier. Yeah.
So I would have preferred.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would have preferred even in the Obi-Wan show that he would have, even if he's supposed to beat Darth, it should have been because he tactically outsmarted him, not because he was just had that much more raw power.
That I will agree with.
It doesn't make any sense.
No,
yeah. How about you, Thor?
Okay, so this is a hard one for me because the misconception people have about me is that Anakin is my dude and he's not. Vader is my dude. So I need this to happen so he can become Vader. So if I can take my bias out the way.
Hey Thor, let me ask you one quick question.
Yeah.
What if he could become Vader and not lose the 3 limbs?
But I feel he has to. How do you? He'd still be Darth Vader. He just didn't be this Darth Vader.
But we talked about this 2 weeks ago. We said we felt he would have been more powerful.
Well, clearly he would have. But
if he would have stayed as Anakin.
Well, yeah.
I'm saying if he goes full dark side, okay, just doesn't have to have like the respirator. He can put on the mask.
Yeah, see, I need all that stuff.
Oh,
y'all can have dark, Anakin, Darth Vader. Yeah, I need this guy. You know what I mean?
Thor's like, I need him wheezing.
Yeah. No, anyway, I ain't worried about that. So I don't know, man. I kind of think I disagree because, like you said, I think he would have found a way tactically to get it done, probably. And the problem I had with when they did on the what do you call it on this like you were talking about with the Obi-Wan thing is one they literally fight each other a few days later, and like you said, I'm like, dude, it's no way this dude could be like it's been on the shelf for 10 years, and you're gonna tell and he gonna come out and pull some stuff on really, so I can see if they came like say 3 months later, and then okay maybe that but I don't know, man. I think. With Anakin, he trained him. He knows how he ticks, even though he saved him from Dooku a couple of times. I think he probably found a way to get it done. Tactically, he found a way to get Maul. He didn't against Dooku, you know, he got took out early both times. But I think with Anakin, he'd probably found a way. You know,
First of all, or you freaking breaking my heart.
Well, the problem is you ever heard the term, "I taught you everything you know, but I haven't taught you everything I know."
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, you know,
maybe Kenobi didn't really teach him something that.
I mean,
or he knew he could outsmart him because he knew.
I think the reason why Dooku beats Obi-Wan every time, by the way, is because Dooku is tactically and very intelligent,
and he's powerful. It's both. He's a combination of both.
And he was the greatest swordsman.
How did Anakin beat him? I'm sorry, Todd.
Because Anakin is just raw force. I mean, he's every time he fights him, he's like five times
the
better.
second time he finally dipped into the dark. When remember when they were hooked up, he said, "You have anger, you have fear, but you don't use it." And then he started using it, and that was his ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, but it's like, and Dooku underestimated him too.
That
you know,
drastically.
There's that. So I think every time there's an underestimation. You know, I really think that Anakin does underestimate Obi-Wan when he's fighting him. He's like, I'm dark side now. I'm badass. I think there's like when they have that sort of like they think they're gonna win, they go kind of crazy, is when they lose the battle.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
same with
arrogance.
Obi-Wan. The arrogance with when Obi-Wan and Anakin fight Dooku in Attack of the Clones, they're a little bit arrogant because it's like 2 against 1.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna fuck them up, and they they get fucked up.
That's a good point.
So I think there's that aspect too. Is what I see in the movies, in the fight scenes in the movies. There's like an arrogance,
and also when Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith, when Obi-Wan's fighting Anakin, he knows exactly what he's up against. He knows how good Anakin is. You can tell,
exactly.
You can tell the battle. He's on defense the whole time. He's backing up. He's
100%.
He's trying to wait for his moment.
Obi-Wan is calm. Anakin is enraged, you know, and he was enraged when he fought Dooku in the beginning of the movie, and it worked. He beat him. This time, though, it did not work because that just wasn't enough, to beat Obi-Wan, because Obi-Wan knew he was powerful, so he knew what to do. I think that's kind of the
and
contrast.
Dooku
It's any given Sunday. I think it really shit can happen, and anybody can beat anybody in the right circumstance. I think there's a
definitely,
We'll see.
But I think Obi-Wan did train him in a way, to be like, maybe he did keep something from him, because he kind of felt something was off, and maybe I don't know. I don't think he saw like that he was going to turn to the dark side, but
no,
maybe,
I don't think he ever saw that. I think he was really surprised by it. I think
Yeah.
he morally thought
But he was
that
still
by
cautious.
training him, he can get him to not go full dark. Because remember, they kept warning him and telling him to like, make sure he doesn't tap into that, but didn't go as well.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing
and
about
I think Obi-Wan
the
thought
Dooku
he
fight
could keep him from doing that.
Yeah.
is like in the novel, Palpatine tells Dooku, it's basically like they want to kill Obi-Wan, and hopefully that will like tap him over the edge, and he doesn't, and then in return he's just toying with him. It's no different than Vader toying with Luke, and then Luke goes ballistic on him and takes him out. So it's just Palpatine wanted him, and it was basically like, listen, I want you to test him, I want you to push his buttons. And Palpatine looked at it like, listen, if he kills Dooku, so be it. Now I've got Anakin, because he knew that he was going to have one of them. Whichever one's the more powerful, he'll be completely happy with. But yeah, he completely underestimated him, and then once he tapped, it was over.
Yeah. Nilda, what's who you picking if Obi-Wan didn't have the high ground? Who would win on the fight?
I don't know.
Anakin.
One.
Just let you know, I have my finger ready on the video I'm gonna play.
Why are you gonna do Obi-Wan?
I don't know.
It's gonna have to be Anakin.
Yes. Well, that deserves a Spin of love.
That scene in Boba Fett makes me want to smash my head into a brick wall.
What was it? It was like the Power Rangers were in Boba Fett.
Okay, I loved it. I don't know. I thought.
Oh,
No, you didn't.
Oh, boy.
That thing was ridiculous.
God, you just opened up a can of
spin
worms.
move of love? Oh my! Who shoots like that? Come on, who
that
shoots like that?
guy, dude.
Lando.
He has only one eye, doesn't he, or something? Or...
That's why he had to spin to get the 360.
It's his one eye. Yeah.
He has one eye.
One eye.
Yeah, he was sighting
was like,
the whole time.
It's like
that was a
Zoolander.
Modern Warfare quick.
It's like in
script. That's what that
Zoolander.
was.
He can only turn right. He can only do a right turn. You know, that's why.
Oh my God!
Show goes under shows I pretend don't exist. That falls in that bucket.
What, Boba Fett?
Yeah,
big time.
It just doesn't.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Well,
it shouldn't have been made. It shouldn't have been made.
Well, he's coming back.
They
He's
pissed
coming
away
back
a
for
major
in season
opportunity
3.
with that shit.
No, I think he's coming back in season 3.
As long as
For
there's
Mandalorian.
good writing and a good
Yeah,
script,
right. That's fine. Like,
yeah.
have him be in a show. You don't need
I
a
think he's
show
from-
called Mandalorian. You have, called Boba Fett. You have Mandalorian. He's in Mandalorian. That's good enough. Who cares?
I think he's coming back to just finally like hand over the torch over to Mando.
I mean, they already ruined Boba Fett.
It's
so.
not even a torch
He's gonna
anymore.
come back
It's
and
kind of
die,
like,
and then Mando.
it's like a
I
little
don't-
twig that's on fire. Here, take this as what's left of it.
It's sad that the only really good episodes on Boba Fett is when Mando was in it.
Yeah,
That was it.
that's when because they had to save the show. Apparently, they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in
The stuff with
that
the
was a-
sand people was good. Like you
No,
know,
that I
yeah,
like.
that stuff was cool. But other than that, it was like.
But they just like, excuse my language, they just made him look like a bitch.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
I thought like
Yeah.
him going like trying to settle down, and then him like, okay, wait a minute, this is not for me. I'm trying to be like fair, but obviously it's not working. So let me go beat some booty, right? It's my duty to please that. Okay, never mind. I'm whatever.
Every bounty hunter from Empire should have been on that show.
Yeah.
Every single one. Whether they were on either side of the coin, either they were him or they were with the Pikes.
Yeah.
All of them should have been on there.
Boss should have came back.
I know.
All
I was
of
waiting
them.
for Boss
All of
the
them.
whole entire time.
All
I
of them.
agree.
Dude, that's a
Dengar,
good idea.
Boss.
The only thing I will say from Boba Fett, and because I love collecting the vintage stuff, I love that every little vintage figure that I've collected in my whole entire series were all showing up. The medical droids. What is it called? They had IG-11. What was the other droid that was in not in Jabba the Hutt's palace? It was the white one. Who was the medical droid? The protocol droid,
the
protocol
like,
droid.
Like, yeah, I forgot the name of it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but they kept bringing back like that. That was my only thing that I liked about Boba Fett, that they just kept bringing back all the vintage figures.
Yeah, I just think that they should not ask Robert Rodriguez to direct any more Star Wars.
No, he needs to stay
I like
stick
the
to
twins
horror.
though. The twins were cool.
I like Robert Rodriguez. He's great.
Not for Star Wars.
He's kind of campy in a way.
Did he write that episode? Was that hit? You know, like did he write
well,
it?
he's the one that decided to add more like flair to the whole like colors to the whole Tatooine, the desolate Tatooine planet. I don't know. Like we didn't need.
I do agree. Like the speeder bike colors were.
We're a little out there.
That was so stupid. Yeah, that was so stupid.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna form Voltron or something at some point.
I would love nothing more than them just blowing up and all of them all at once. Maybe or Vader coming in and just dicing them up for no reason, just as an additional scene, just dicing them to pieces.
I mean, I like the idea. I like the idea of having like that little gang or whatever. That idea was cool. But like, yeah, man, I don't know. Wait, do it one more time.
The spin move of love.
Look at that. There's also
the thing too. He's not even shot at.
Look at that. There's also like a bad edit.
He was dodging that laser blast.
It was a really bad edit.
But it's like he dodged nothing, and
they're
then
lifting what looks like a 500-pound Wookiee. The two of them, like no problem.
Yeah,
lift them up, and then.
Now he was cool, but like they shot him like 50 times and he ain't never get.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That was another thing.
That was one of the best parts of Black Chrysanthemum.
Yeah, he was
was
cool.
like one of the badass freaking Wookiee
But
bounty
they didn't
hunters
really
ever.
show how he's a badass. They just
You
show
don't,
that
you don't think so?
No.
They showed him. I mean,
I
he
don't know,
whipped out
man.
that freaking
He's not getting shot
Tradoshan's
30
arms.
times.
Well, that sucked. I mean, they're getting shot there, but I mean, I don't know, man. He was your boy. He jacked up at the bar, and when he went and roughed up Boba, and
I don't
don't
remember.
know.
I kind of blacked I don't remember these scenes. I blacked
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he was,
I watched it once, and that was probably enough.
yeah, me too. I ain't watching.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's go to Todd. Todd, what if
Yeah.
Obi-Wan didn't have the high ground?
I mean, I think that in this fight, like I mentioned before, Anakin is being too emotional and thinking he's going to win. And I really think that Obi-Wan would win no matter what, because he's being more tactical and he's being more like thinking about his next moves, where Anakin is just pure rage and pure emotion, which I guess is the way of the Sith or whatever, but he hasn't tapped into like the full potential. He hasn't like learned the ways of the Sith yet, so he's still like a young Sith trying to be he's kind of a poser in a sense, so I don't think
You said poser?
Yeah, he is a poser, dude. He is a poser. At that moment. I mean, look, that's his origin story, like he wasn't full Sith.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say he was a poser. It's more like he got
telling
cheat
me.
codes.
Anakin's a poser?
Yeah.
This didn't go how you thought it would, huh? This is all going
No,
sideways.
you really that's Todd.
Well, this is
now.
the reason.
I'm the guy in
Anakin's gonna win.
the
Everyone
white
else
underwear. I'm in the guy in the white underwear. I'm just like getting shot by.
Well,
Todd
you don't want
because-
everyone to have the same answer. That Anakin
I know, and
will
that's
win,
good.
yes,
Right?
like,
Yes, I respect
that's just
your
my
answer.
So wait, am I the only one that said Anakin would win? Wait.
No, you said
Yeah, Neil
so
did.
far. Neil
I
did.
said Anakin would win.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 2, 1, 3. Okay, so this is surprising, actually.
Jesus
Wait,
surprising
Anthony-
because I thought Thor would be Anakin, and you would still stick with your guns with Obi.
I just think Obi-Wan
This is
would
a really
get
good-
tired. If we're assuming a lot of things, like Anakin, I'm assuming Anakin would not do anything else that's really stupid, and Obi-Wan would eventually get worn out. I'm assuming if Anakin did everything right. That's a big if,
But, sure. I mean, this whole thing is a what if.
What if, right?
You can make up the what ifs. You can make up the.
No, which is good.
But
because-
no, Anthony, what were you gonna say? You don't think he's a poser, but
It's more like he got
Or
cheat
no.
codes.
who got cheat codes?
Anakin.
Oh, Anakin.
Yeah, because their power levels in the beginning of episode 8 were a level 8. Palpatine. No, I'm sorry. They were a
So I
level
don't know the levels.
7. They were.
I
they
know.
were
I've been
level
reading
7.
up on it.
I don't know the
And
levels either.
Palpatine and Yoda were level 9s.
Okay.
And when
What's the
after-
highest? I'm assuming 10 is the highest.
Yeah, 10 size.
Well, at that point, the highest level, like power levels, were 9s, and that
Okay.
was Yoda and Palpatine. And if Anakin could get twice the power level of Palpatine, then he would essentially have the ability to be like a 19 or 20. At
19 power level?
Yeah, because
I
he
never
has
heard
So
this.
double.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Really?
is straight up from Lucas and Gillard.
But what do you mean? So wait, how would he get to that level? Sorry, how would he get to that level?
The more he trained, I would say if you gave Anakin,
So he's that powerful.
he has the potential to
He
be
would
that
double-
powerful.
He would have been.
He would
Yeah,
have been.
If he didn't
If
get jacked.
he had, when he lost his limbs and had to go in the suit, he would only be 80% of what Palpatine's potential is.
Wow.
And it's because
Okay.
of the loss of the medical.
So that makes Luke
to the
at full
Force.
power. What is Luke at max?
Luke at full power would be equivalent to Star Lord. I'm Star Killer.
And what's
And
what level?
what's his power?
I don't know his power level, but
Yeah.
I mean it's
Oh,
pretty.
okay.
It's less than
It's
Anakin's.
pretty
or-
damn close to like what Anakin's full potential would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like
so,
a
so
slight.
Anakin truly is the most powerful. Was the most powerful of all time.
Yeah, he was the chosen one.
He really was.
Well,
He
I'm
really
on the
was.
I'm on the website right now, and it just depends on the films on the power levels.
Right. I'm talking about Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, so let me go on Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Yoda and
So if you wa-
Sidious are 9s.
Yep.
Mace is a 9. Vader
Yep.
pre-suit is a 9. Anakin
Yep.
is an 8, but he's also an 8.5 when he's tapping into the dark side versus Dooku.
Yep.
Dooku's an 8. Obi-Wan is an 8, probably a little bit lower during the Dooku fight, an 8 by the end of the movie. And then they have Kit Fisto as a 5-6.
Kit Fisto got taken out pretty quickly.
Dude, Kit Fisto is pretty tight though. I love Kit Fisto.
Yeah. So basically, like what they're saying is, he goes to the temple, and he goes from being like an 8 all the way to a 9, and he didn't learn the pathway. So essentially, he didn't quite have a grasp on the power level of what he was. So it's kind of like getting cheat codes. You know,
but that is kind of my point though. You know, like he didn't know how to use all that stuff yet. like
Right.
He was trying to be a Sith, but he didn't know how to completely be a Sith.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's like getting jacked up on caffeine or something like that. You know, like
or steroids, and you don't know how to
or
lift
steroids.
weight.
There you go. That's a good example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took the
And so-
steroids, but I
would say if he had
bodybuilder.
if he had a couple of months, if he was a Sith for a couple of months, he's taken out Palpatine quite easily.
So he's been a Sith at that during this fight. He's been
Like
a
a
Sith
day.
for what?
A day.
Yeah, 24 hours, give or take.
Right. If that, all that stuff happens.
Yeah.
He goes
No,
to
that's-
Mustafar, the temple, and
This is really informative, Anthony. I'm like reading through all of it. They're explaining it in different variants.
This
Yeah,
really
if you watch- if you watch some of the behind the scenes, and even last week, I told you Star Wars Theory had an interview with that Gillard, the lightsaber fight coordinator.
I
And
watched
he starts
it.
talking about all that stuff, and some of it I'd pretty much heard before, but the whole thing with the power level really starts making sense, and then you understand how, when you understand the different forms, Dooku was probably the best swordsman in Star Wars at the time, and then what's that?
That's his form, Makashi.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you look at Anakin's, and Anakin is all attack and it's acrobatic. So he would have the downfall of burning out of energy quickly, whereas Obi-Wan's is all defense and waiting for a weak point.
Yep.
So
Floyd Mayweather.
There you go. That's a good example. That's a good example. Anakin would be Tyson, and where Obi-Wan would be.
Oh, there you go. That's a good analogy.
Would be Mayweather, where he's just waiting and he's going to wear you down. And the minute he has an opening or a mistake, he's going to take advantage of it.
Yep.
That's what he did, and that's
what he did.
back to
It was a
tactical.
lot
That's
of
back to-
it was primarily him hanging on, and he was on his heels the whole time, and then.
But when he became Suit Vader, then he was Lennox Lewis.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? It's
Yes.
because the
he's a
cybernetics.
T-800 Terminator at that
Right.
point.
Imagine. I'm trying to think of somebody muscular or something somebody you doing a stick fight, but somebody that's 3 times stronger than you hitting you with the stick, it would you get worn out quick.
Yeah, exactly. Because the force, the actual force and what he's swinging at you is going to be 2 to 3 times what it is.
And we
because it's all cybernetics.
But do you think Obi-Wan knows? He doesn't know it for sure, but don't you think he kind of senses that? He understands what's happening with Anakin. He understands.
I think he understands it, but being able to keep up can be a problem.
Definitely.
Yeah, but I also
I mean,
think he was too emotionally invested into Anakin that he kind of like blocked that to want to know that he was gonna be into that person.
Yeah. I think obviously I think he was completely blindsided at Anakin turning. But I think what would be possibly Obi-Wan's biggest downfall would be actually putting Anakin down, which is what he could not do. And I don't know that Anakin would have had that problem.
So I have this is a little off-topic question because I'm curious about these power levels. When Luke reaches full power I've never read the novels, I'm just a movie guy, but would he be able to beat Palpatine in a duel one-on-one? Is he that strong, Luke?
No, he means when he's Grandmaster Luke.
Yeah, probably.
You think so? Really?
When he's Grandmaster? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Because I don't really know his capabilities at that point. I don't ever read the books. I know he gets very powerful.
He's pretty boss level.
And that's what sucks about the new movie because we never got to see it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, I would say if you think of like Starkiller, that's essentially what Luke should be a year after Return of the Jedi.
So after Return of the Jedi, Luke's powerful enough to basically change course of a Star Destroyer with the Force. Like he can.
That's a video game.
Yeah, I'm just like because Starkiller is like super. I played the game like this.
But Starkiller, who is Starkiller again? Like, what is he's the apprentice of?
Unleashed.
I know, but
Darth
like,
Vader, yeah.
Darth Vader's apprentice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
And he pulled in the game.
Think about it.
He pulled the Star Destroyer out the sky.
Right.
Yeah, I did. I played. I remember that.
But the same thing that Rey did in what is it? In The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, but they also had Vader do it.
But that wasn't a Star Destroyer. We talking about a Star Destroyer.
No, they had Vader basically stop a ship.
Yeah.
You know, like
Ahsoka stopped a
What's Ahsoka's level?
That's a good question. I'm curious what Ahsoka's power level is.
She's not.
I guess it would. I guess it would depend on. I would say she'd probably be somewhere in the 7 range after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, 7 close to 8.
That graphic novel, what's it called? Dark Forces or Dark Empire? When Luke turns to the dark side, it's legends now. He crushed the AT-AT.
Yeah,
with the Force.
Wow. Oh, Luke did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah. That's tight.
So Luke is like basically right under Anakin, like right where he would be when he hits Grandmaster. That's
full
cool.
Potential. Yeah.
Too bad we never saw it. I would have loved it. That would have been cool.
Yeah. See, but if they did that in the Last Jedi, I think nobody would have a problem with it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
What, him turning bad?
No, if they showed him do like when if that was really him dueling Kylo. And he came out there and just held up his hand, and they all firing at
Yeah.
And he just blocked it. I don't think.
And then he crushes up his hand, and a couple of them AT-ATs like just I think everybody would have.
That would have been cool.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
That would have redeemed that movie.
Right, that's what I'm saying. No, exactly what you said. Nobody would have a problem with it.
Yeah.
No, like he could have blocked them all just like Yoda did and absorbed the blast.
Right.
And then just reached out and just crushed.
Literally anything would have been better than what they did.
Then the hologram and then crying.
Yes, anything. I would have taken anything.
Oh, The Last Jedi. The
one
movie that's a thorn in every Star Wars fan's side.
The Legend of Luke Skywalker. And it's basically like all these tall tales where different people told the stories and somebody else told it. And so there's all these crazy stories about like what Luke did at the end of the big war. Like it had him doing crazy stuff like jumping out of his ship on top of like taking out like Star Destroyers and stuff like that. It had crazy tales, and they were just like tall, like Paul Bunyan type things. So like when he goes walking out there, most of those people have probably heard these stories, and they're thinking, "Shit, he's getting ready to go out there and just wreck shop." So I wish they would have like leaned into some of that stuff, and even if some of the stories had gotten embellished, maybe like leaned into it and had him do something crazy, like you said, like
Unfortunately, well, hopefully, hopefully
we'll do a Skype fight, instead.
What do you think? Do you think they are going to retcon them?
I don't think they would do it because they would admit that they effed up.
Well, they
I
have
think they've
to.
already admitted it.
I think they already admit
They've
it.
silently admitted it that they messed up.
But I think redconning it, that's like definitively like, yeah, we kind of made a mistake.
I think the Ahsoka show should do something to kind of make it okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think there needs to be a show. I think there needs to be a show where it's 1 or 2 years after Return of the Jedi, and it's about Luke. That's what I would like to see. Like, that's what I'd really like to see.
Some
Because
sort
you
of
did
like,
never.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, I'm just saying that would be cool, and I wouldn't care if they didn't talk about the other ones. 79. If they did that.
In the Legend of Luke Skywalker, like everybody thinks, and the whole galaxy thinks that Luke walked into the Death Star and killed Vader and the Emperor. That's why everybody's scared shitless of him. Like nobody really knows what happened.
Happened.
They just know that like Vader's dead, the Emperor's dead. All right. Nobody really knew what happened. And so like in my mind, when I watched that scene in Mando, when what's his name? Gideon realizes that that's a Jedi. He knows there's only one.
Yeah.
And he would rather take a blaster bolt to the head
That scene
than
when
deal with
Luke-
that
in
dude coming through that door.
In season 2, when Luke comes back, that is probably one of the greatest moments ever.
Yep.
It's so badass.
I told you guys I was crying like a little child.
Yep. Yeah. The whole time I'm thinking, who is that? It's not Luke. They're not going to do it.
No, you knew automatically it was Luke as
When
soon
you
as
see
we
the
arrived.
X-wing, I knew it was him.
You see the X-wing.
When I
and
saw
you
the
see
X-wing,
R2,
I knew it was him.
And you see R2.
I did not. I didn't notice R2.
Yeah.
First viewing, and I was like, "Who is that?" That's probably Ahsoka. I was like, "They're not going to put." It should be Luke. They're not going to put him in there. And then when I saw the cloak, I was like, "Huh? I wonder who else did they bring in?"
When you see the lightsaber, you should have known.
But no, the minute the lightsaber came out, I was like, "Holy shit! They're going to do it."
Well, when Grogu was when he was on the rock and he was like, reaching out for somebody, the rumor mills were crazy. Everybody thought it was Cal Kestis. They thought it was Luke. They thought it was Mace. I think like other people
I just didn't think they would do the right thing.
Yours truly.
That was a way of them saying, like,
props,
we're sorry, we fucked up.
Yours truly. Thor knows that I called it.
Yeah.
Anyway, real quick, we're going to be closing up shop pretty soon, but really quick, Anthony, who would win?
All right.
I think I already know the answer.
He does not have the high ground. So
Anthony has a ghost in the back of his toy room.
I know, seriously. I feel like there's
it's my cat. He's like running around. He's all
like
wound
shit
up.
keeps dropping. I'm like, don't drop it.
I'm about to say if Han Solo dropped, I'm gonna lose my.
Oh, dude, I'll be crying. I'll be curled up like a bitch, laying on the floor crying. Okay, so I would say the longer the fight goes on, the less likely Obi-Wan walks out alive. I really think that Anakin would have had no problem killing Obi-Wan, where obviously Obi-Wan had a problem
killing Anakin.
And I think that it would probably be a matter of time before Anakin either accidentally uses Force Lightning or straight up chokes him.
Ooh.
So I would say Anakin would probably win.
You think he could have used those?
I think his emotions. All of y'all have said like his emotions.
Yeah,
but
and he was on pure adrenaline emotions, and I think it's only a matter of time before, in a fit of rage, something like that happens.
I mean, the lightning maybe. Sorry.
To piggyback about what you were saying, I feel like in Revenge of the Sith, I think if he had killed Padme, like he witnessed it, and he actually snapped her neck, I think he would have full on went into like breaking Obi's neck immediately.
Yeah.
Being on pure emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the counter for like if like a Yoda level Jedi is fighting Sith and they're trying to choke Yoda? What's his counter? What is the counter for that?
Well, you do have.
I think it's a force. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
They've actually put in
force
like as kind of like a thing, like when Jedis and Sith are fighting, they're putting so much energy into fighting that they would have to like to use push. You have to kind of like you have to break somebody's kind of like inner force field type thing.
Okay.
And so you don't want to like expend energy that you don't have to, like
Got
when
it.
you're
So
actually dueling.
you'd be opening yourself up to something else by trying
Right.
to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's why they kind of don't do it. It's kind of like an unwritten rule. That's why like most of the time you've only seen a couple of times where somebody's actually dueling and there's a pause in it. And then that's when like Maul pushes Obi-Wan. Then you've had the time where Anakin and him basically like tried it at the same time and it just kind of like paused everything. And but I would say the thing about Anakin is the madder he gets, he's like the Hulk, the stronger he gets. And so the longer this thing goes on, I think it's bad news for Obi-Wan because he's gonna get madder and madder. And he was like, I wish they would have probably had his eyes turn red at some point in time in there.
Yeah, that would have been tough.
I think they should have done that.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys all hit. See, one thing about going last is that I think you guys all hit the great points that I'm gonna say. So just to piggyback of what Anthony's saying and Thor and Nilda and even Dom, surprisingly, I just think that Anakin. Let's just say Anakin is a whole different beast when he is dueling by himself. I think the anger is just overwhelming. The force is overwhelming from him. His midi-chlorian count is high. It's like, he's just got a lot of potential. And the madder he gets, the more tired, Kenobi gets. Like, again, honestly, if Tyson fought Mayweather, Mayweather is a good, strategic boxer and is a very counter, heavy boxer. I just think that Tyson's just way too strong and getting a punch
what was
from
it Tyson said? Everybody has a plan till they get hit.
Till you get hit.
Yes. So like once like Tyson gets up close and personal with Mayweather, he is just going to be eaten up. And I think that Anakin's the same way. And I think, maybe I'm biased, but this is a what if scenario. But I think Anakin would win. So, but no, honestly though, this is like seriously like surprising. I didn't think Dom would actually choose Anakin. I didn't think Thor would choose Kenobi. So very good answers from everybody. This is, I love this what if scenarios because it really, we start getting a little nerdy, Star Wars nerdy, and start talking about all these like cool power levels and things like that. I just kind of wish like the newer stuff kind of explores that, right? Like we actually get good lightsaber fight scenes in some of these shows and movies. Because look at the Anakin. Look at the Rise of Skywalker. The fight between Rey and Kylo. What the hell was that? So, I'm sorry, Todd. You were gonna say something?
I like that.
No, I mean the best lightsaber is Duel of the Fates. That's the best one.
Yeah.
So that's what they all need to live up to.
They had this thing called choreography in the old movies. Like,
they should hire that guy Gillard.
Never heard.
They should hire him.
The new Star Wars movies look like my two boys hitting each other with sticks in the driveway. Like,
what did you do? What was this? What was that about with your fingers?
With the sequels.
Oh yeah. Wait. What?
I don't like the sequels.
You don't like them. Got it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So like, for example, like I mean, look at the fight scenes between the nice little old
the video games.
Yeah.
The
look at this.
Video games.
Dude,
the
like
video
this
games are the best
is our
fight
better
scenes of all time.
Like what? How is the choreograph so much better? Look at this. This is like insane.
The video games are better in general for most of the movies. To be honest,
this is what we need. This is what we need. So,
dude, if they had something like that in live action,
I know, and they could do it. I mean, live action is just CGI, so that's CGI.
They could do so much with the Knights of the Old Republic, which I hope eventually we get. But
they need to hire Gillard.
Yeah, they need to hire that guy.
Coordinate
Yeah,
all
get
the
Gillard
lightsaber
in there. Get Gillard in
Yeah.
there.
He will probably ask for a lot of money.
Give it to him.
What they have? That's
Why
what
would
they-
you not want to pay him?
No,
He's
I know.
proven.
One thing they have is money.
Tell me one person that did not like the prequels that said, "Damn," but the lightsaber fights.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They may not like
everyone
anything about it, but they'll be like,
lightsaber
"Damn, the
fights are good."
fights.
You think
insane.
Dave Filoni or whatever isn't asking for a lot of money? And people, they say, "Oh, Dave Filoni did this." We're like, "Okay, I'll watch it." If they just say the guy from who choreographed Phantom Menace fight scenes is doing it, people will watch it. You know.
Oh
but
yeah,
he's worth
absolutely.
the money, or that person's worth the money.
Exactly.
For sure.
He's definitely getting paid. He will definitely get paid. He wouldn't even ask that much because he's not even getting paid that much right now with the projects he's working on. So, all right. So let's wrap things up. I do want to say thank you to our special guest, Todd 1001, aka Todd Father, aka Specfictionshop.com. I'll put his stuff right now. It's been a long time coming, and I seriously hope that you would hop on more in the future.
Oh, I would love to. This was so fun. This is all.
Yes.
This is what I love to do. Just talk about this like hypothetical Star Wars
nerdy stuff.
It's
The
the
debates
best.
of like
It's honestly
so
the best.
intense, the debates, which is great. I love it.
And if you ever get like tired of one of those Silver Surfer statues and you just got to send it somewhere, you know. I might have
Yeah,
an
if you get
address
tired
for
of
you
that,
soon.
if you get tired of that Han Solo and Carbonite, maybe we could do like a trade or whatever. You know?
Anthony could just help you build one.
Yeah.
Or that, or just help you build one.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Did you used to BMX bike, or is that why your name's that?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah,
dude,
I
me
did.
too. That's tight.
For like 30 years.
Professional
way.
too. Professional too.
What?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
I was definitely.
I'm gonna PM you later and we can chat about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Because
Yeah, we'll definitely talk in the backstage.
nostalgic about it. Backstage.
We probably know some of the same people then.
I want to say thank you to
Maybe.
Thor for hopping on the show. Thank you, Thor. Appreciate it. Please
Thor.
check out DCX. We usually do the
DCX.
one night stand whenever,
Yeah,
right,
we,
Thor?
we show up, you know, unannounced once a month, you know, and do our thing, and and that's it, you know.
All right, awesome. Thank you to Dom. Dom, I know you got something cooking. Do you want to share real quick before we log off? Not yet. Okay, working on it. Okay, well, let us know, and then we'll definitely plug it in.
Absolutely.
And Sith Queen, unfortunately, Sean's not. It's been. We miss you, Sean. So hopefully you come back soon. And
I know, I
in a week
text him.
And Sith Queen, another one in the books. And we'll be back again next week for another episode of the SithCast podcast. And leave you with this. May the midichlorians be with you guys always and forever. I leave you with one more spin move. Hold on. Where is it? One more spin move of love.
Jesus
yeah.
Dude, oh my god, that edit sucked.
That show sucked.
Oh my goodness. All right. Later, guys.
Strike me down with all of your hatred, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.